welcome back to my astrology channel. Now today I will be talking about the full moon, which is occurring in the sign of Leo on the 1st of Feb. But before I begin my reading, I just want to thank everyone who are part of my channel, this journey, for your likes and comments, for your subscription. I'm really thankful for your contribution. Now I'm coming back after a gap of a few months. My last reading I did was in mid 2025. So I'm returning to my lovely channel. I'm so passionate about astrology, especially as a tool to our daily life, and not just daily life, just creating awareness of our own journey, life, our soul path, and our own characteristics, our traits, all that. Astrology does help in creating the awareness and making more informed choices in life. Obviously, we have free will. You can take the guidance or leave the guidance. That's entirely up to you. But it's still, even if you don't take the guidance, I think it's good to be aware of what energies are floating around. So in that sense, I totally love astrology, and I'm back with the reading for you lovely people, which I really enjoy bringing this knowledge to all of you. So again, thank you very much for being part of my journey and my YouTube channel. So let's jump in the full moon reading, which is occurring on the 1st of Feb, 2026 in the sign of Leo. So Sun is opposite to the Leo full moon, which is in the sign of Aquarius. So Sun and Moon are making opposition, as they do during a full moon situation. So Aquarius and Leo signs are highlighted during this full moon energy. Now, Leo is all about self-expression, it's creativity, it's a heart-centered sign. So this Leo full moon has the heart-centered energy. So this full moon is all about creating this strong awareness about your own self-expression, your own shine, throwing a spotlight on you, on your heart center activities, your passions, your interest, personal interest, putting yourself forward and not necessarily trying to fit in all the time during this full moon, especially. Now Aquarius season is about fitting in, because Aquarius is the sign of the people, while Leo is a sign of one, the top elite, like the queen or the king energy. So this is all about throwing the spotlight on you and creating this awareness to deal with this energy. A full moon is all about culmination. It's about fulfillment. It deals with endings, revelations, realizations, awareness. So this Leo full moon is going to create this awareness, or ending kind of situation, or a realization or understanding. Something will come to light, something will come to an awareness, maybe like an epiphany kind of situation in wherever Leo sign sits in your chart. So that's the house matter that is highlighted, and obviously Aquarius, the opposite sign to the Leo sign, will also be in focus. But there's a special focus on the Leo house. Now Leo is a fire sign, it's a fixed fire sign. So here there is a lot of focus on your ego self as well. A healthy ego is definitely what we aim at. But if ego is unhealthy, this is what you're trying to release during this time as well. Now full moon is all about balance, because we are dealing with the sun and moon opposition. So it's all about balancing our inner self, our individualistic nature, which is Leo energy, and our role in the community, how we fit in, how we blend in. So we are trying to find a balance between these two energies during this Leo full moon. Now obviously whatever started during the January new moon in the sign of Capricorn on the 19th of January. So whatever began during that time is coming to a culmination as well. But also you need to go back 6 months when the new moon in the sign of Leo occurred in August 2025. So whatever started during that time is also coming to a culmination or an understanding, or there's a need to revise, review, revisit that whatever energy that you were experiencing over the last 6 months. So that's what you are kind of, understanding, releasing, basically revisiting and choosing differently if it didn't work, and choosing differently basically if the energies were not utilized well, or you want to make a shift. This is it, or you want to make a shift from the decisions made in the recent past, especially in the Leo house of your chart. So definitely this is brilliant opportunity to release the ego self. So this is definitely a great opportunity to release the ego self, the unhealthy ego self, and embrace the inner shine, the inner lion, because Leo is ruled by the sign of lion. The symbolism of Leo is associated with lion. So there's a lot of pride, there's a lot of ego attached, there's a lot of self-centeredness attached to the Leo energy. But it also is a very generous, very loyal, very prideful, very giving sign. It's a fixed energy, so it's a fixed fire energy, so it's a very sustained flame energy. The fire is sustained. So whatever released with this full moon in Leo, you will be able to sustain it. Obviously, given the energy is utilized in more positive way, and there's awareness. Most importantly, the awareness is key. Now this Leo full moon occurs at 13 degrees 4 minutes in the sign of Leo, so fixed signs will be most affected, or fixed angles. So if you have personal planets in fixed signs or you have fixed angles, then you will experience the energy of this Leo full moon more personally, more significantly. But again, we have Leo signs, all of us have Leo signs somewhere in the chart. So everyone will be definitely affected by this Leo full moon energy. Now let's begin with all the 12 zodiac signs, and I'm just going to go through how it will affect each of you. Obviously, this is a general reading. This is not personal reading. If you want a personal reading, please go on my website and book a personal reading. But this is a general reading, so it just gives you a kind of an overview of what you can expect. So let's begin. Hello Aries, welcome to your full moon reading. Now Aries, the Leo full moon occurs in your 5th house. That's where your Leo sign sits. So the full moon will be activating your 5th house matter. Now the focus here will be on creativity, on romance, on joy, children, fun times, pleasure times, just time to relax and enjoy yourself, basically. So the full moon is in the 5th house. So the sun in Aquarius is in your 11th house. So your 5th and 11th house energies are at the forefront here. Now, full moon is about clarity, illumination. It's about awareness, completion. It's about release and all that. So here the 5th house matters are coming to a climax here, are coming to an understanding, to an ending, to awareness and all that. Now 5th house is, as I said, is about creativity. So here your creative situations, your creative expression, any passion projects and all that, which you may have been working over the last few months, may be coming to a close, or maybe coming to a sort of an understanding. Maybe you are gaining experience and hence awareness of what to do next, or you're completing a creative project or something where your heart is. Basically 5th house is a heart-centered house. So here anything that's connected to your passion is coming to an understanding. Now this is also the house of romance and dating and pleasure and all that. So here something around a romantic situation may also be coming to a close or to an understanding, or maybe it's just moving to the next level. This is also the house of children. So this is a great time to have fun with your children, have a good time, take them out, spend time with them and all that. So here during this full moon, there's a lot of activity around your creative project, love matters, children, you're redefining and releasing and refocusing your energies where the 5th house matters are concerned. So you will feel a bit lighter as well and a bit happier as well going forward. So here the most important thing, Aries, is to lead with your heart and enjoy whatever you find fulfilling and meaningful. Thank you. Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Taurus, the full moon occurs in the sign of Leo, and Leo is your fourth house. So that's the house this Leo full moon will activate. Now, this occurs on the 1st of Feb. So, with the full moon in the fourth house, Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which is your opposite, which is the opposite to Leo. So that would be in your 10th house. So 4th and 10th house energies are activated during this full moon. Now, with the full moon in the 4th house, the focus will be on home, family, and your emotional roots. So full moon is a time of culmination. It's a time of release, awareness, culmination, endings, understanding, refocusing, redefining, and all that. So with the full moon here, there would be some sort of understanding or resolution around family matters. So something around your home situation or family situation will come to a peak, will come to an understanding. The demands of personal life will be in focus during this time. So there's a need for balance. Now, full moon is about balance because it deals with the polarity of moon and the sun. So here, definitely there's a need for balance between your work life and your domestic life. So here awareness is definitely required, and this full moon will bring that awareness, how to manage both the energies, both the polarity of home and work life. So here there will be some sort of revelation, realization, or some sort of ending as well around your roots, around your foundation, around your family situation, and all that. Now this may not mean that you're moving homes. It just can mean that something around your living situation is changing. You may be just moving things around. You may be redecorating, doing DIY, or you could also be physically moving. You could be relocating or just moving into another house. Any sort of fourth house energy, something can come to an understanding here. Now, fourth house is also the house of your emotional roots. It's a very private house. So here there is a need to release past difficulties, especially emotional baggages and emotional difficulties as well. This is a time to really get closure as well around your emotions as well, and your need for safety, because fourth house is the house of safety. It's a natural Cancer house. So here it's about nurturing, safety, stability, security, and all that. And this is all centered around your own emotions and emotions of people around you, your home situation, and all that. So this full moon, Taurus, for you will bring emotional grounding. And this is a great time to really connect with your emotions and that need for safety and stability that you have, Taurus. Thank you. Hello, Geminis. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Geminis, the full moon occurs on the 1st of Feb, and that would be in your third house. That's where your Leo sign sits. So the full moon is in your third house, and the sun in Aquarius will be in your ninth house. So your third and ninth house axis is activated during this Leo full moon. Now, third house. Now, with the third house being activated, the focus will be on communication, expression, on learning, on your relatives, on your environment, your neighborhood, your community, and all that. So here, with the full moon occurring here, there will be some sort of revelation, realization, culmination, ending, understanding, closure, some sort of, some sort of illumination around your third house matter. So here there could be some important conversation or announcement or communication coming through from others or from you to others. There may be a decision made during this time, or you may receive some information or some news. All this will lead to some sort of mental clarity going forward, Geminis. Now, full moon is a time of, now full moon is a very sensitive, very emotional time. So here the expression, the words expressed will be from an emotional viewpoint. You are expressing what's in your heart, because Leo is a heart-centered house. So what you feel from within is expressed or some sort of or realized. If not expressed, it's realized during this time. Now there's a need to find balance with your third house and ninth house energy. Now third house is a house of lived experience. It's very logical house, and ninth house is a more faith-based, belief-based, wisdom based house. So here, so ninth is more about the big picture, and third is more about what's happening in here and now. So here, so with this full moon illuminating your third house, your realization is around what's happening in here and now in your environment, in your community, in your neighborhood, within yourself, your own mindset, your own outlook, how you share, how you share, how you communicate, how you express and all that. So here, this full moon will help you share feelings. You may be confronting feelings as well within yourself or with others. There will be some sort of mental breakthrough going forward. Now, obviously, this is a full moon, so the last 6 months energy is coming to a culmination. Whatever began with the new moon in Leo last year, in August last year, is coming to an understanding. So any long-awaited conversation or message or information may arrive during this time. So do speak your mind, Geminis, during this time. If you seek closure, do communicate with others what you need. There may be change in environment, change in neighborhood as well going forward with this full moon in third house. And definitely emotional expression through words is the key theme with this full moon. So overall, Geminis, this is the time to speak your truth. Thank you. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Cancer, the full moon in Leo occurs in your second house. That's where your Leo sign sits. So this is the house that will be activated on the 1st of Feb. Now, the moon is in the second house in Leo, and sun is in sign of Aquarius, which is the opposite to Leo. So that would be in your 8th house. So your second and 8th house axis is activated with this full moon. Now, the focus will be on money, on values, and your self-worth. These are the second house theme. Now, full moon is about understanding, awareness, clarification. It's about revelation, realization. It's about refocusing and redefining. So with the full moon in the second house, there's a need to recognize what makes you comfortable, what makes you stable, what makes you secure. Because second house is a house of your assets. It's a house of your resources, your stability. It's a house of what makes you feel safe. It's a house of your values and also your self-worth, your own worthiness, how you feel stable within yourself. So with the full moon here, your financial matters will come to a head. There may be a need to reassess what you truly value. And because it's a moon situation, it's a full moon, it's about your emotional energies. It's about how you feel emotionally connected to your security, to your possessions, and all that. So here there may be a need to find balance between the give and take dynamic of life, because sun is in the 8th house, which is a sharing house. So here the give and take dynamic is in focus. If there are any sharing issues, that will come in focus as well here. There is a need to seek balance within yourself and with others. So this full moon may spark some endings, or maybe something may be clarified, or some information or realization or some sort of understanding may be reached around your financial situations, around your jobs, stability, money matters, your salary, your income, and all that. So this can also trigger a change in job, or a better paying job or lesser paying job, some sort of change. Now, with this full moon, there's a need to redefine your financial goals, your budget plans, and all that, your savings. And all this will help, and all this will boost your self-esteem, because the more secure you feel, Cancer, the more stable you feel, the more worth you will gain about yourself in your own mind. Now, it's important to let go of any unhealthy attachments as well, or expectation around financial matters during this time, and give back to others, contribute to others, and also give back to others, contribute, donate, share. with others as well. All this will help you understand your own financial situation, your expectations, liabilities, assets, and all that. So, overall, Cancer, with this second house full moon, this is all about finding a balance between your sense of self worth and your stability. Thank you. Hello, Leos. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Leos, the full moon on the 1st of Feb occurs in your sign, in the sign of Leo. So, your first house is activated during this full moon. Now, the sun will be in the sign of Aquarius, which is its opposite sign during a full moon. So, that would be in the 7th house. So, your first and 7th house axis is in focus. Now, the first house deals with yourself, your identity, your overall health, your body image, how you project yourself, how you present yourself, your life direction, your path, and all that. So, with the full moon occurring here, you can expect some sort of redirection or realization, some sort of revelation or understanding, awareness of yourself. There may be a need to let go an old version of you during this time, Leos. Now, it is a full moon, so moon deals with your emotions. So there will be some sort of emotional clarity about who you are and how you show up, basically. So this can be a turning point in your personal goals, your self-image, and all that. So this is a good time to focus on your true self, assert your needs without stepping on others, and find a balance between autonomy and dependence. Because with Sun in the 7th house, in the sign of Aquarius, which is all about others, you're finding a balance between your own needs and those of others. So here, there may be some sort of ending associated with your identity, your ego, or your life path, and you may be releasing a past version of yourself and evolving from an old self. Following this full moon, a different side of you will emerge, Leos. Now, this change in self-image or your identity, you can expect some sort of strong reaction maybe from others because there's a change in, or evolution in your sense of self. But it's important to know your true self and put yourself and your needs first during this time. Now is not the time to be pessimistic or have a negative outlook on life. This is the time to applaud yourself and really focus on who you are going forward, Leos. Thank you. Hello, Virgos. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Virgos, the Leo full moon occurs on the 1st of Feb, and this will be in your 12th house. So, the sun will be in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 6th house. So, your 12th and 6th house axis is activated. Now, 12th house, where the full moon occurs, is all about our subconscious self. It's about our private self, behind the scene activity, our need for, retreat, rest, rejuvenation. It's a house of self undoing as well. It's a house of self sabotage due to these hidden struggles and all that. So, with the full moon occurring in the 12th house, this is an alone time. This is a downtime. This is a time where you're releasing any emotional baggage. You're gaining emotional closure, you're resting, you're rejuvenating. So this is the time when you rest. Now, 12th house here, now full moon in the 12th house will heighten your intuition as well, your emotions as well. This is a very emotional time because you're subconsciously more sensitive to emotions and feelings and, anything that's hidden, anything that's under the surface, any old patterns, all this will surface. The full moon is all about revelations and realization, awareness, understanding, illuminations, culminations, and all that. So here it's important to let go of, any baggages, which is weighing on you, which is not good for your growth and all. So you're letting go of painful memories, maybe grudges as well, or past betrayals. You're focused more on your well-being here. 12th house is the house of your mental well-being. So here it's very important to find a balance with the 6th house Aquarius and 12th house Leo. You're finding a balance with the mental and physical well-being here. It's important to overcome any toxic cycles and release frustrations as well in order to recharge your energy, and do practice mindfulness as well with this full moon in Leo in your 12th house. This overall is a time of healing old wounds around your expression as well, because Leo is a heart-centered house, is about shining your light. So here you are releasing any hidden struggle around being seen, around, shining your light, around expressing as well. This full moon can bring creative or spiritual breakthroughs as well. So this is a great time to awaken yourself and really express yourself the way you want to going forward. Virgos, thank you. Hello, Libras. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Libras, the full moon occurs on the 1st of Feb in the sign of Leo. Now, Leo is your 11th house, so that's the house that will be activated with this full moon, Libras. Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 5th house. So the 5th house and 11th house axis is in focus. Now, 11th house where the full moon occurs is the house of community. It's a house of friendship. It's a house of social circle. It's a house of your hopes and wishes, your future aspiration, your future goals and all that, the long-term goals and all that, the long-term aspirations and all that. So with the full moon occurring in your 11th house, Libras, you are realizing the role you play in your life, in your social circle, in your community, in a group dynamic, and also the dreams you have for your future, your hopes and wishes, your future aspiration, your long-term goals and all that. That's what you're realizing during this time. Something will come to an understanding. Something will come to a culmination as well. Maybe an old group dynamic, an old social circle, friendship circle, or there will be a shift in your long-term dreams. What you find emotionally fulfilling, that will shift during this 11th house full moon. Now there may be endings to a social situation, or maybe you're parting ways with friends or former connections in your community and all that. You may be leaving an organization, maybe you're leaving a team where you were working, a teamwork, a collaborative project, group project. There may be a sense of release from these energies, and you may be focused on the next thing during this time. You are also celebrating your accomplishments during this time, during this times, Libras. So, so this full moon is all about connecting with like-minded people. It's about realizing who your tribe is, who are the people you want to connect with, what kind of group dynamic you want to, belong basically. And also your long-term vision, your aspirations, what are those, your goals and all that. That's what you are focused on during this time. Now, it is a Leo full moon, so there is a focus on heart-centered energies. You are leading with the heart. You want to shine within the collective. So you're putting yourself out there. You are shining your light in front of an audience or community. So you're realigning with your aspirations. If you had any aspirations or dreams or vision regarding, your career, profession, friendship, anything that were left unrealized, this is the time you will realign with your long-term dreams. This is a great time to really shine your light and, connect with your community more and shine for the collective going forward. Thank you, Libras. Hello, Scorpios. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Scorpios, the full moon occurs in the sign of Leo on the 1st of Feb. Leo is your 10th house, so that's the house that will be activated with this full moon. Now, Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 4th house, so your 10th house and 4th house axis is in the focus. Now, 10th house is the house of career, reputation, life direction, your professional matters, ambition, authority, your personal authority as well as external authority. So, with the full moon occurring in your 10th house, you are in the limelight. You are noticed and applauded. So, with the full moon in your 10th house, you will be in the limelight, or this is an opportunity to be in the limelight, or something will come to a realization or revelation, and you will be noticed and applauded, Scorpios. Now, 10th house, now full moon is about culmination and endings and also realization, revelations. It's about refocusing your energies, redefining yourself, and all that. So that's what you're doing with your career matters, your professional matters, your business matters, your reputation, your image, and all that. You are redefining yourself and you're refocusing your energies where your professional aspirations are concerned going forward. So here you will get support from authority figure as well. This can also lead to a promotion or achievements, accomplishments around your profession, business, and all that. The full moon here can bring public recognition, or this could be a turning point in your career going forward. You may want to change your career, you may want to change your job, you may want to take up something else. So that would surely be realized, or there is a need to realize these. If you're stuck in a professional situation, a career job that is not serving you anymore, Scorpios, this is the time to release it and think more long term, and think what you want to do, what is fulfilling for you, what is satisfying, where do you want to go. Now is the time to put your best foot forward, Scorpios. Career matters, public image, all that energies are in focus. So this is the time to take charge and show your responsible side, reach that career milestone, get a promotion, or just, change life direction, change your career direction, and all that. Here, visibility is important because it is a Leo full moon after all. Now, in the 10th house, it's very important that you're aligning with your purpose, your life purpose, what you want, going forward. There's a need for a sense of purpose with what you want to achieve. This is the time to, align with your personal life, your ambition, your external image, and all that. Now, with the sun in the sign of Aquarius in your fourth house, which is a very private house, 10th house is a very public house, there may be tension between your personal life and your ambition. Now is the time to, really understand what you want going forward, Scorpios. Now, it is a full moon situation, and moon deals with emotions. So there is a need for some sort of emotional investment as well in your success, in your ambition, in your reputation, in your career, profession, business, whatever that might be. So there's a need to emotionally invest in these energies as well going forward. And don't shy away from leadership roles or taking the leadership role of your own life. Maybe you are stepping into the leadership role of your own life, Scorpios, and that would be great going forward because you're claiming or reclaiming your authority with this full moon energy, Scorpios. Thank you. Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Sagittarius, the full moon occurs in the sign of Leo on the 1st of Feb, and this is your 9th house. That's where your Leo sign sits. Now, Sun will be in the sign of Aquarius, which is opposite to Leo. So that would be your 3rd house. So your 9th house and 3rd house axis is activated during this full moon. Now, full moon is a time of culmination. It's a time of realization, revelation, clarity, culmination, refocus, redefining yourself. It's about redefining yourself, refocusing your energies and all that. So with the 9th house, now 9th house is the house of your belief system. It's a house of your perception. It's a house of higher learning and travel as well. It's a house of your impulses and all that. So with the 9th house full moon, this is a time to take a leap of faith, Sagittarius. This is a time to shift your worldview or your belief system. If you're stuck in old ways, this is the time to release that and refocus your energies. What you want to do going forward. And this can be teaching, learning, traveling, whatever that might be. There's a need to connect with your future self. There's a need to connect with your impulses, your intuition, your vision for the future during this time, and connect with it on an emotional level as well, because it is a full moon, it's a moon energy. So you are emotionally connected with your truth, with your beliefs, and what brings meaning to you, basically, Sagittarius. Now, there will be a shift, or there may be an ending to an old way of perceiving things, or um, your belief systems may change, or something may come to a realization. There may be a shift in it, your belief systems, or your perception, or how you see things, basically, your viewpoint, your worldview, just how you go about life, basically. So this full moon will bring a deep mental adjustments, and this can really affect your life direction as well. So if you are studying something, or you're thinking about studying something, maybe higher learning, some study program and all that, this is a great time to look into that, and decide what you want to do. Now, ninth house is also the house of traveling, so you may be open to traveling during this time as well. And it's great to travel as well, because that will really open up your mind as well, or just connect with people who are different from you, from different viewpoint, different cultural backgrounds and all that. And that is going to really deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you, Sagittarius. So this is the time with this Leo full moon energy. It's a Leo sign, so it's all about being bold about your desires, and about living authentic. And it's about living authentically. The confidence and beliefs and your life philosophies. It's very important to connect with these energies. And overall with this full moon in the ninth house, Sagittarius, it's important to live in your truth, but also be open to other viewpoints, and especially if it's limiting you, and especially if it's limiting you and not growing you. It's very important to connect with what is meaningful and what is authentic going forward, Sagittarius. Thank you. Hello, Capricorn. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Capricorn, the full moon occurs in the sign of Leo on the 1st of Feb. Now, Leo is your 8th house, so that's where the full moon will occur. Now, opposite to Leo is Aquarius, that's where the sun is, which is your 2nd house. So your 8th house and 2nd house axis is activated. Now, 8th house is a house of intimacy. It's a house of transformation. It's a house of shared resources, shared values, and all that. So here with the full moon energy, which is about emotions, there is going to be a lot of emotional intensity attached to this full moon, and deep revelations as well. Now, full moon is about realization. It's about revelation. It's about culmination. It's about refocusing your energy, really finding your energy as a result of those realization and revelations. So with the 8th house, there's a need for balance between emotional and material security. Now, 8th house is the house of emotional security, while 2nd house is the house of material security. So that's where you're finding a balance. Now, this could be a time you could be settling a debt. There could be some sort of financial settlement, or you may receive some sort of support from others. There can be spousal support, or joint finances, or financial regeneration as well. There could be some sort of sudden financial reward as well going forward. Now, this is a time to also clarify any financial or emotional entanglements if you have any, and let go of old attachments. This will bring a release, Capricorn, and hence a rebirth where your emotional security is concerned, where your financial security is concerned. So there could be some news around your finances. Maybe there's a job change, or better job, or a new job, whatever that might mean, that might improve your financial situation. Now, it is a Leo full moon, so the Leo energy is brought to this 8th house energy. So there is a deep emotional intensity attached to this realization of this full moon, and there may be some power dynamics or there may be some sharing issues as well on the flip side. So this is important. So it's important to surrender your ego during this time, and that will lead to transformation. So it's important to release control and be more vulnerable with your energy during this time, and that will lead to emotional rewards going forwards, Capricorn. Thank you. Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Aquarius, the full moon occurs on the 1st of Feb in the sign of Leo. Now, Leo is the opposite sign, Aquarius. So that will be your seventh house. So that will activate your seventh house. Now, Sun is in your sign, so that is in your first house. So your first house and seventh house axis is activated there with this full moon. Now, seventh house is the house of relationship, partnership, both personal and business. These are committed relationship and partnership. Now, full moon is all about culmination, realization, revelation. It's about endings. It's about awareness. It's about refocusing your energy and redefining your energies wherever the full moon goes. So here there may be some sort of truth revealed around a relationship, a deep relationship or a significant relationship during this time. This can lead to a commitment deepening. This can lead to a deepening of a commitment or ending of a commitment. So it can be either side depending on your relationship status. Now, it's important to refocus your energy here. Now, obviously, it's an Aquarius season and it's your season, Aquarius. So there's a lot of focus on yourself. But with this full moon, there is a need to also find a balance between yourself and others, between your needs and those of others. Now, this full moon can also lead to new connection or, moving to the next level in an existing one. You could also be sharing responsibility with this full moon or seeking common grounds with others. So if there has been any, hindrance in terms of moving a relationship forward, or the dynamic is a little bit unhealthy, this full moon will reveal a truth or will reveal something around that will help you make decision going forward. So here definitely there's a need to reach a common ground with others, significant others, or this could be even business partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic partnership only. It can be business partnership. It can be with spouse, marriage, business, any of those energies. So here you are mutually agreeing. So here you may be mutually agreeing to part ways, or you may be agreeing to come together. So this full moon will definitely bring a desire for admiration from partner or just coming together with a partner. Now it is a Leo full moon, so there's a lot of, can be a lot of ego battles as well, a lot of bold energy. There's a need to be authentic as well, but also consider others as well. So here, definitely relationship dynamics will reach a peak. Whichever way you decide to go, there's a need for mutual respect in your decisions, and consider yourself and others as well as you make decisions, Aquarius. Thank you. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your full moon reading. Now, Pisces, the full moon occurs on the 1st of Feb in the sign of Leo. Now, Leo is your sixth house, so that's the house that will be activated. Now, Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 12th house. So, sixth house and 12th house axis is in focus during this full moon. Now, sixth house is a house of work. It's a house of health, your routine. It's a house of what you do on a daily basis, how you go about, and your environment as well, your daily environment in terms of your work condition, your colleague, your health, both mental and physical, and all that. So that's the sixth house energy. Now, full moon is all about revelation and realization. It's about culmination, ending. It's about refocusing your energy, redefining your energies. So, with full moon occurring in your sixth house, there may be a work project that's reaching a completion. There may be an end to a job, or there could be a change to a job, or change to work condition, or colleagues around, your relationship with colleagues and all. There may be some sort of ending or realization or revelation around these energies, or it may reach a peak. You may realize this is not for me. I don't want to do this. I want to do something else. So some sort of realization will come with this full moon energy and going forward. Now, it is also the house of health. It's a house of your physical health. 12th house is the house of your mental health, emotional health, and sixth house is the house of your physical health. So here the health matters are also in focus, Pisces, going forward. Here there's a need to focus on your health, change your diet, have healthy routines, have a healthy diet plan. If you are into fitness, focus on that. Also, your mental well being, because Sun is in the sign of Aquarius, which is your 12th house. So, there's a need for balance with your physical health and your emotional and mental health. And so, it's important to sort out your daily life, your routines, your habits, and all that. And there may be need for some lifestyle changes as well during this time, because this full moon will bring an awareness of your health or lifestyle imbalances. Maybe your lifestyle is affecting your health, your physical health, emotional health, and all that. So there's a need to change your lifestyle or your routine or what you do on a daily basis. If there's something that is affecting your mental well-being or your physical well-being, or even your, well-being around your work, if it's too stressful or you're overworking, whatever that might be, there is going to be some sort of changes around that matter. So if you are stressed or overly worked with daily obligations and all that, this is a time when you will understand what needs to be done in order to improve your situation, Pisces. There is a need for balance during this time, definitely. Now, it is a Leo full moon, so it's about being authentic as well. Now, this can lead to some sort of, recognition at work as well, or frustration as well at work. So it can go either way depending on how healthy your work situation is. So here there is a need to focus more on your health, your energy. So there is definitely a need to, focus on where you're exerting your energy and if it's affecting your health, well-being, and all that. It's important to make routine enjoyable. But if it's stressing you or it's affecting your physical health, it's important to make those changes. Make those changes if a work environment is stressful, or if it's a very demanding job. This is time you are making those changes going forward. What you want to do, maybe leave a job or start a new one that is more conducive to your well-being going forward, Pisces. Thank you.